Remember, with analytical chemistry, we are solely focusing on calculations most of the times. As you are synthesizing different compounds, what calculations can you encounter in the thing? So there are many ways you describe a quantity, noma opening bento, just to say how much of a chemical species do you have. So there are many ways you can talk about molar concentration, you can talk about number of moles and all of that. But all of those things, they are trying to describe how much of a substance do you have. So the simplest one, it is the mole. The mole. I sure we believe all substances, they are made up of atoms. Normal, we can say they are made up of smaller particles. So Avogadro just said each mole has got 6,022 times 10 to the power 23 particles. So whenever you hear 1 mole of a substance, you are referring to particles aungaki awu 6.022 times 10 to the power 23. So this is more like above million, above billion, above trillion. This times 10 to the power 23 about zero. So it just means that each and every mole of a substance has got this amount of particles. So a mole, no matter number of moles, we use it to describe the number of particles that we have. And the first thing is the molar mass. Molar mass, we already know what it is already. Molar mass is just the mass of 1 mole of a substance. If you're going to take any substance from the periodic table, what is its mass? You're just going to take masses wayo, wahlanganisa. Example last, no H2O. It's easy to calculate molar mass. Carbon, it is 12 grams per mole. Hydrogen, it is 1 gram per mole. And about 2, so it's 2 times 1 gram per mole. Not confusing units, just do it the way that you're used to. But substitute units to say you've got 12 grams of carbon 1 plus 2 times 1 gram of hydrogen plus 16 grams of oxygen, grams per mole. So that is the molar weight, normal the molar mass. So weight and mass but here molar weight, no molar mass, they still refer to the same thing. We are just talking about the mass of 1 mole of a substance. So a number of moles, the simplest way to calculate it, we already know it is using mass over molar mass. So calculate the number of moles whenever they say calculate the number of moles, no matter determine the number of moles, you have to just use the mass of that substance over a molar mass. Here they say determine the number of moles, sazobukama millimoles, determine the number of moles of benzoic acid with a molar mass of 122.1 grams per mole. So now molar mass benzoic acid. And then you are given 2 grams of the pure acid. So now to find a number of moles, you're just going to say a mass, it must be in grams over any over a molar mass. You substitute my units, 2 grams over 122.1 grams per mole. Then Zosano 0,0164. Which, how many significant figures are you going to round this off to? Unaga uthi in number ye mass abakuphe yona. How many numbers does it have? For example, U2.00 has got 3 numbers in it. It's 1, 2, 3 numbers. So your final answer must also have 3 significant figures. So you just look at your mass, no matter your concentration, whatever they have given you to calculate. If in a 3 numbers, you go 2.00, lento le 2 grams, but here they gave you 2.00 to emphasize we must have 3 digits in our final answer. Ungayinaki le molar mass, molar mass 122.1. There are 4 digits and whatnot. No. Unaga only the mass, the concentration, and other things. But molar mass, don't consider it. Now, we have this thing known as millimole. In millimoles, basically, we try to divide the molar mass by 1,000. So, when you are given molar mass, you divide it by 1,000 first. This is what mass over molar mass. So, basically, molar mass it's 122.1 grams per mole. So, low grams per mole, ufuna ukumshintsha abe grams per millimole. So to do that, you divide molar mass yakho 122.1 grams per mole by 1,000. So shuthi uzothini 122.1 grams per mole divided by 1,000. Uzothola 0,1221 grams per millimole. Shuthi mase uzothola i-amount of ama-millimoles noma i-number of millimoles, uzothi i-mass over i-millimolar mass. Lento sibiza nge-millimolar mass. Once you divide i-molar mass yakho by 1000, sekuzoba ubani? I-millimolar mass. So dividing u-122.1 by 1000, you get u-0.1221 grams per millimole. So you substitute, we're just gonna say 2 grams over 0.1221 grams per millimole. So the answer yakho same applies here. Remember, we had 3 digits for our mass. So our final answer must have ama digits out 3. Round it off in such a way to sell nama number ongai out 3. That's how we used significant figure. So I'm sure this is not a complicated thing because you already know mass nemolar mass. Lana ke ilast nesiziningi kakhulu i-concentration. So i-concentration, we have got many methods of telling us what is the concentration. Yawona i-concentration, we want to see ukuthi izinto zihlangene kangakanani, how close are things, how closely packed are they. Others would say that is density. Density is also a type of concentration. So under our methods of expressing concentration, we're going to have many calculations of how to express ukuthi izinto ziningi kangakanani at a particular space. So the first one is molar concentration. Molar concentration is very simple. It is just the normal concentration that you are used to. Is the concentration that you are used to, whereby you just say E concentration is equals to the moles of a solute, the moles of the solute over the liters of a solution. So this works with AMA solutions. Remember, in a solution, you are taking a solvent in a solute. A solute ilento ithelayo, and then a solvent ilento edissolvayo. Usually it's water most of the times. Water is the best example of a solvent. So when you are making a solution, AMA number of moles we solute oyifakayo, you put them here, like by the moles of solute. The number of moles, remember, you calculate it using mass over molar mass. So moles of solute, you put them here, and then liters of solution. We are sure how many liters do you have in the entire solution after adding water. So as a professor was making an example today, if you want to prepare a solution of a certain concentration, ansho uzokala mass ethile, and then that mass that you weigh, you'll be able to find the number of moles using the equation mass over molar mass, and then the number of moles uyifaka lana over liters of solution. Liters is just the volume, basically. This is the same thing as saying this is the number of moles over the volume. So if volume must be in liters. Or there's another way of doing this. If unama millimoles, of solute over ama milliliters of solution. So if when maybe you have got ama millimoles as well as ama milliliters, you can still find the molar concentration. So in molar concentration, the sense you can still find molar concentration if you've got millimoles as well as milliliters. So if you use moles, you must go ahead with liters of volume. If you're gonna use millimoles, you must use ubani milliliters. So for example, in this example that we had done, kuthiwe sina 2 grams, 2.00 grams of benzoic acid. Okay, this is the symbol that we're gonna use. So sithe number of moles yakhe, so ithola using mass over molar mass. So sathi N will be equals to the mass over the molar mass. And substituting that was 2.00 grams over 122.1 grams per mole. Grams no grams or cancel mole wire phezulu, and then we remained with something like 0.00164. And this was in moles. And then now if they say we're gonna use 4 liters, we're gonna dilute the number of moles. Then after measuring 2 grams, you dilute it with 4 liters of water to find the concentration yalo benzoic acid emanzini. What are you gonna do? You're just gonna say molar concentration will be number of moles with 0.00164 over the volume that you are using. Let's just say you used 4 liters. This will be 4.00 liters. So in that case, whatever you're gonna find there, so we molar concentration. Or you can use ama millimoles. In that particular case, remember ama millimoles sithe senza njani, divide imolar mass no 1000. So we had something like 2.00 grams over 0.1221 grams per millimole. Sasesithola ukuthi ama millimoles wethu they were equal to something like what was it, 16.4 millimoles. So what you're gonna say concentration yakho can be just 16.4 millimoles over a milliliter. In this case, it has no 4 liters. You can just make it to be in milliliters. It will be something like uban. What is 4 liters? 100 milliliters. Yeah, you convert it because 1 liter is 1000 milliliters. So this must be 4000 milliliters. So in number or the answer for the concentration that you will get using this and this formula, it's going to be the same thing. It's going to be the same thing. So it's either a combination of moles over liters, or you do millimoles over milliliters. You must get the same answer. So le molar concentration lena, we measure it in moles per liter, or you can say in millimoles per milliliters. But conveniently, most of the times, bazovele bakunikeze capital letter M. This is molar. The molar capital letter M is the same thing as saying moles per liter or millimoles per milliliter. The same thing. So if they just tell you the concentration of a substance is equals to 2 molar, this is the same thing as 2 moles per liter. So it's either 70 moles per liter or millimole per milliliter. You must get the same thing. This is known as molar concentration. The other name for molar concentration is analytical concentration. We're still gonna look at the differences, but the other name for molar concentration is analytical concentration. So analytical concentration is the same thing as the molar concentration. It's just the moles over the liters, the moles of solute, the number of moles of solute into a dissolved over the milliliters of solution. So using that, we can actually talk about how do we prepare our solutions. To prepare our solutions, I think this is also going to be a helpful laboratory. To prepare our solutions, basically the idea is you measure a certain mass and then you dilute that mass. Ukuze sithi sine-solution uthatha isolute okuyinto ozoyidissolve, mhlawumbe ushukela or KCl noma uswayi, anything that you're going to dissolve. You put it in a beaker and then you pour water on it if you are going to make a solution with water, using the water as a solvent. So the idea is we can actually use this thing to be able to calculate the mass needed to prepare a certain solution. For example, here they say describe the preparation. Describe the preparation of 2 liters of 0.108 molar barium chloride from barium chloride dihydrate with a molar mass of 244.3 grams per mole. So for us to prepare barium chloride, we are trying to prepare barium chloride from ubani, from barium chloride dihydrate. When a compound yakho inohydrate kanjena, it just means in water molecules in the structure side. And then this one we say it's anhydrous, it doesn't have water molecules. So we are trying to prepare low barium chloride from this. And we want to prepare it in such a way that it will have a volume of 2 liters. So we know that the volume that we want to prepare is 2.00 liters. And then we are going to use a barium chloride. We want to prepare a concentration of 0.108 molar. So we want our concentration to be 0.108 molar. And then the molar mass for barium chloride dihydrate is 244.3 grams per mole. So now, mabati describe the preparation of a certain solution. Bafuna ukwazi ukuthi uzodissolve i-mass engakanani, because the idea in creating a solution it is to take a certain mass. Let's say practical lento ukuthi they tell you to say ukuthi tata silver chloride, which is 2 grams, uyoyiweigha lapha and then you put it in water. That's preparing a solution. So whenever they ask ukuthi describe the preparation, in other ways bazama ukuthi tell us ukuthi how much mass are you going to use to prepare this solution. That will have a volume of this and a concentration of this. So what is the mass of barium chloride dihydrate that we're going to use to create barium chloride with this volume and this concentration? Because we prepare from barium chloride dihydrate. So the idea is using these two, find the mass. That's the question. Must describe the preparation, but find the mass. So we know Titina E concentration is equals to number of moles over the volume. So in that case, Tina, we can just expand this. It's no mass over the molar mass times volume. It's allowed, because in number of moles it's mass over molar mass. So this is mass over molar mass times volume. So our concentration that we want to prepare a concentration L 0.108 molar. Molar just means mole per liter. You write it as mole per liter. And then the mass that you are trying to prepare, you don't know it. Then the molar mass of barium chloride dihydrate that you're going to use to prepare will be 244.3 grams per mole. And then the volume that you want to prepare is 2 liters. So you are trying to prepare 2 liters. Kanjen, times 2 liters. Shote, this is the mass of this is the mass of barium. Okay, there's no need to write. It's fine. Let's just leave it kanjen. So we are substituting concentration yako nai, it's in mole per liter, nai molar mass, nai volume that you want to prepare. So what will be the mass then in that case? Obviously, we are canceling my units. Mole nalo mole, they will just cancel off. Liter no liter will cancel off. Grams uzo multiplying again. That's why mass here will be measured in grams. So our mass there will be equal to whatever number that you will get there. Please do it for me on the calculator. Oh, I think it's even here as well. Yeah. All right, it's 52.8. It's fine. To be quick, let's just write it. 52.8 grams of barium chloride dihydrate. Shuti, le mass lena calculated, which is the mass of barium chloride dihydrate. It is the mass that is required to create to prepare a solution of barium chloride with 2 liters and a concentration of 0.108 molar. So the idea lana ithi masingabheka lama compound awuthu kancane sifuna ukuprepare barium chloride thina sinobani barium chloride dihydrate. So do you see ukuthi both of these things have got ubani barium chloride phakathi. Lana kule compound esifuna ukuprepare ngayo sino barium chloride ungaki. How many BaCl2 do we have here? It's only one angisho. Yes, so it means ukuthi we'll just require the same mass as we calculate lana, it will be the mass that will be required to create ubani barium chloride with this volume and this concentration, because there is only one of ubani barium chloride. So in that case, you are not done, you conclude. So now your mass angisho, because lava said describe the preparation. You say therefore to create a solution, you dissolve this mass of sweetoline. You dissolve 52.8 grams of barium chloride dihydrate. Here you are preparing a solution. Lento lena ino dihydrate, ino dot 2H2O. Okay, just to explain further. If a compound yako ino dihydrate kanjeni, uze uyenze ukuthi usale no BaCl2, ungasekho dihydrate, you dissolve it in water. So when you dissolve ilonto njani barium chloride dihydrate in water, lama water molecules akulo barium chloride dihydrate, they will just join with amanzi, then so sala nobani no barium chloride. So the idea is here you have to dissolve this in water. in water. You dissolve this in water, it means uzofaka 52.8 grams, bese ufaka amanzi, and then dissolve. And then you will dilute. Then you will add more water such that it about 2 liters because funa ukhetha ubani volume of 2 liters. So you must also mention the volume. And you dilute to 2.00 liters. Mind you, immess yakho has got 3 figures. Remember, our prospects here we've got volume. How many figures does it have? 1, 2, 3. And then concentration, how many figures? 1, 2, 3. U0 we don't count it because it's before a num. So we don't count U0. So if volume and concentration yakho have got 3 figures each, it means the calculation yakho, the answer yakho must have 3 figures. That's why here we have got 52.8. That's 3 figures. Because the calculator can give you 8, 2, 7, what, but you only round it off to 3 figures in total. So you must dissolve your 52.8 grams in water, specifically in water. Because once ingaba into eno-hydrate phakathi, it means ma uyifake emanzini, lo 2H2O lo uzovela ujoyine namanye amanzi, kusale u-BaCl2 okuyinto esiyipreparayo, okuyinto esiyifunayo. So whenever they say describe the preparation, you are actually required to find the mass of into ozoprepara ngayo, to say ukuthi how much mass must you dissolve to make it a solution. Just like for you to make umpupudlo solution, you know you require probably 2 tablespoons of sugar, and then you put that 2 tablespoons of sugar in water, and then you put a certain amount of water. Uzokwazi ukubona ukuthi lo sugar wakhona uconcentrated kangakanani. So it's just making a solution. Ukuhlanganisa nokugoqoza. No much big deal, but whenever they say describe a preparation, all you have to do is to find the mass that you should dissolve in a solvent. But magu hydrate compound, H2O, you must dissolve in water specifically. Now, to describe the preparation of 500 ml of 0.0740 molar chloride ions solution from solid barium chloride dihydrate. Hey. Now, bafuna ukwazi preparation. We are looking for the preparation of OCl minus from barium chloride dihydrate. So here OCl minus ukhona la ku barium chloride dihydrate. Angisho, there is OCl. Yabona njengoba abo Cl abawu2. We don't indicate the minus because low barium lona has got a positive charge, chloride has got a negative charge, so we just cancel out. But low Cl njengoba simbona is actually ubani uCl minus. So here from analysis we can see ukuthi we have got a chloride about 2. We have got 2 chloride ions. So we want to see ukuthi if we were to prepare a certain mass of barium chloride dihydrate, how can we prepare Cl minus ions with this concentration? They must be concentrated with this concentration. Concentration yawo, it must be 0.0740 molar. And then volume yawo must be 500 milliliter. Please, lama values lawo owasebenzisayo uzowasebenzisa for barium chloride dihydrate. Why are you doing that? It's because lo Cl minus omfunayo, it is inside ubani barium chloride dihydrate. So exactly whenever they give you a concentration abafuna ukuthi uyi-achieve ne volume abafuna ukuthi uyi-achieve of this compound of ama-Cl ions, vele labo Cl bakhona la ku barium chloride. Okay, so it's more like if we are mixing if we have got nakho sinompuphulo, we have put 2 tablespoons of sugar, and then sifuna kahle umbuzo uthi kahle describe the preparation of umpuphulo with 2 tablespoons. What are you going to do? You're going to take 2 tablespoons and you're going to dissolve them. So same thing here, we're going to take barium chloride dihydrate and make sure ukuthi uzoba nama Cl ions anale concentration anale volume then. So the idea whenever they say describe the preparation, they're trying to say find the mass that you need to mix with a solvent. In this case, we know that our solvent is going to be water value because no dot 2H2O. Whenever we've got a hydrate compound, don't use any other solvent besides water. So you do the same thing. You know concentration is mass over molar mass times volume. Sesiyakwazi lokho ukuthi concentration is mass over molar mass multiplied by volume. So in this case, we want our concentration of the Cl minus ions to be 0.0740. And then we are looking for the mass of barium chloride dihydrate to be diluted. Okay, you write how many units land. 0.0740 moles per liter. Ungavele uthi molar, write mole per liter. And then lapha, molar mass, we know uthi, we've already said the molar mass here is 244.3. So it will be 244.3 grams per mole. Multiplied by the volume that you want to prepare is 500 milliliters. In this case, it's convenient for you to use liters. So you're just going to multiply this by liters. 500 mils in liters is 0.5 liters. If I'm not mistaken, you're just going to divide this by 1000. So it's 0.5 liters. The unit is 0.5 liters. So in this case, mole and mole will go off, liter and liter will go off, grams will multiply that side, and then it will be mass in grams. So the mass of barium chloride dihydrate there, what is it going to be if you multiply 0.5 times 244.3 times 0.0740? Kindly do that for me. Just multiply 0.0740 times 244.3 times 0.5. Tulaban 9.04. Don't round it. I round off as of yet. 391. It's fine. This is grams. Shouldn't we should use this? But now, Tina, we are trying to prepare chloride ions. In the first example, we were trying to prepare barium chloride. Angisho. Sasesithi Tina, barium chloride mungakanani lana. If we look at barium chloride in this compound that we are using, how much barium chloride do you have here? We say it is 1. That's why Siteni, we're just going to take this mass exactly as it is and dissolve it in water. But now, in this case, we have got chloride ions. We are trying to prepare chloride ions. So to prepare chloride ions, we have to see how many chloride ions do we have in this mass. How many chloride ions do we have in this mass? It's 2. So each and every chloride that you must prepare to prepare only Cl minus or 1, whereas now 2. What are we going to do to the mass? You have to multiply it by half. Why are you multiplying it by half? It's because lana kule compound that you're going to use in our solvent, there are 2 chloride. We have described how much mass do we need to prepare that much. How much mass do we need to prepare that much? But this mass is in a perspective of we have got chloride about 2. So this is the mass. This is the mass for preparing chloride about 2. Thina sifuna mass for preparing only Cl minus or 1. What should we do to this? We multiply it by half because there are 2 of them. Ngalena ku barium chloride, we calculated the mass. I told you barium chloride is only 1 barium chloride dihydrate. So we'll need exactly that amount, acetylene. But in this case, this mass acetylene, this is the mass required to produce their concentration, their volume of barium chloride with 2 chloride ions in it. So the fact that we have got a 2 here, to get the mass used to prepare only 1 Cl minus ions of that concentration, you have to multiply this by half. So the mass required to produce Cl minus ion A1 instead of 2, we're just going to say 1 over 2 times 9.0391, which is equals to 4.52 grams. So this is the mass required this is the mass of barium chloride dihydrate required to be diluted in water so that we prepare Cl minus, only one of it. So into yenzayo, you use your concentration and volume to find the mass. That's the step on we do. But when you are concluding land, you have to try to see into prepare how much of it do we have it in the solute, the one that we are using to prepare. In that first case, we had only one barium chloride. That's why CCNE, we're just going to use the mass exactly as it is. But now we have got two chloride ions. But now we're looking for we're looking to prepare only Cl minus OE1. Only Cl minus OE1. So to do that, you have to use half of this mass because there are two of them. So each chloride is going to take 4.52, another one will be 4.52, making up this 9.0391 grams. So the thing that you're going to conclude with is to say that dissolve. Don't forget the final step. You are dissolving 4.52 grams of barium chloride dihydrate in water. You dissolve it in water because they are water molecules, so that has not detached. It's pure. OCl bakho basale ba pure because it will ionize. Into mawifake emanzini iyahlukana. So barium chloride dihydrate, it will separate into barium and Cl minus and all of that, and water as well. So it will be pure. So now you want to dilute it to which volume? To 0.5 liter. And she wants to dilute it to 0.5 liter and dilute to 0.5 liters. That's the final conclusion. So you dissolve 4.52 grams of this compound, the solute that you are using to prepare. So yeah, you dissolve 4.52 grams barium chloride dihydrate in water, and then you dilute that to 0.5 liters. That's the final. Always must describe a preparation. Find the mass that you are required to use, and then the final thing you say, you are dissolving that mass. The other methods that they are using here, they might be confusing to many people, but this one is the simplest I can give. This one is the simplest way. Otherwise, if you want to take this route, it's your own choice. That's more like a good luck with that. So yeah, let's do now. Now we've already said it, analytical molarity. Iyafana ne concentration, just the concentration esijwayele. So it's just the number of moles over the volume. That is known as analytical molarity. Noma is known as a molar concentration. Same thing. It's just the number of moles over the volume. So when we are having a compound and it's all about solutions, if you are having a solute, uyifaka solvent, and then we are we can have an analytical molarity, which is just the normal concentration, the one that we are used to, the one that we just say OC is equals to N over V. So in analytical molarity, you use symbol C to represent it. It's just the C that we are used to. This is analytical molarity. So whenever they give you the number of moles or they give you the mass, but you calculate analytical molarity, ungasoloko nje ucabanga kakhulu what is analytical. Go ahead and find the number of moles, put the volume, you get the concentration. That's known as an analytical molarity. We have another one known as an equilibrium molarity. Now, equilibrium molarity, it is the molarity at equilibrium. Yeah. Ngakuphi kwalo? Lana. Put. Okay, ikuphi la xa ekhona? It's the same thing. Yeah. Stoichiometry. Okay, but stoichiometry sakho vele sizothi half. Sizokunikeza half ngisho. Yeah, it's still the same thing. If you're not comfortable by saying mass over molar mass times volume, it's fine. It's N over V here. Number of moles over volume. Number of moles here to mass over molar mass. That's why it's substitute to get a step ahead. But you can find the number of moles first. How can you find the number of moles here? Okay, you may lana uzofaka concentration, ufake volume, you get number of moles. And then using that number of moles, you say number of moles is mass over molar mass. You get the mass. And then now you do your stoichiometry, the one of half and whatnot, the one that you've chosen to use. And then you'll be able to do it. Same thing, same method. So don't worry. These are just shortcuts. So equilibrium molarity, I'm sure it's still recording there. All right. So equilibrium molarity, this is the molar concentration at equilibrium. The concentration at equilibrium. Say once again, must know equilibrium. Should say whenever you are putting a solute in a solvent, whenever ukanda a solution lapaya, what can happen? We've got two types of substances. Others, they can dissociate completely. Others, they do not dissociate completely. So they can use the word dissociate, or they can say ionize. All right. So if you put a substance into a solvent, kunokwenzeka ukuthi ionize completely, ihlukane completely, separate into its elements. Just like taking H2SO4 and putting it in what? In putting it in water. So if you dissolve sulfuric acid in water, assume is in its aqueous, in its solid state, you dissolve it in water. When you dissolve it in water, what do you expect to happen? Because this is an acid, whenever you put an acid, and this is a strong acid, it will dissociate completely. It means izohlukana yonke. Ukuhlukana kwayo kwenza njani? It will give a hydrogen to H2O. And then we'll have ubani HSO4 minus plus H3O plus. But since we say it's a strong acid, it does what? It ionizes completely in water. It dissociates completely in water. So it means that HSO4 osele nayo, it will also give away its proton. So HSO4 minus, the one that is in aqueous solution, whenever you dissolve it in water, what will it do? It's going to give the other proton, the other hydrogen. It's going to give it to Bani, to H2O. Then you remain with SO4 minus plus Bani, H3O plus. H3O plus. So what is then equilibrium molarity? Equilibrium molarity, ufuna ukubona ukuthi after a solute dissociates or it dissolves in a substance. Angisho ukudissociate whenever ushukela udissolve emanzini, it means ukuthi ushukela uyahlukana. It's actually separating into what? Into its elements actually. Because it's a compound, and so it separates into its individual elements. Similarly here, when you dissolve this in water, since it's an acid, it's going to give away all its protons. Noma bonke abo H plus will be given away to H2O. So when you're talking about the equilibrium molarity, you are talking about what is the concentration of H2SO4 after it has dissociated. What is the concentration of HSO4 minus? What is the concentration of H3O plus? And what is the concentration of this? So ufuna ubona ukuthi lama concentration wale zinto zonke in the compound, how many are they? For example, we can just say we use a square bracket to represent equilibrium molarity. So at equilibrium, molarity ga H2SO4, how much can it be possibly here? At equilibrium. Remember, it's a strong acid. It dissociates completely in water. So H2SO4 ozosala uzoba mngakanani? In your own opinion, at least. Ubani? U0. Okay, omunye uthi u0.00 mole. Yes, also 0 because it's a strong acid. Remember, say it's strong acid, iyahlukana yonke. Angeke u-expect ukuthola u-H2SO4 ekubeni u-H2SO4 uzohlukana ube yilezi zinto lezi. It will separate into these three things. So we already know that whenever you look for the equilibrium molarity of the first thing oyifakile oyidissolve emanzini izoba u-0. It's because it dissociates completely in water. Noma it ionizes completely in water. Iyahlukana yonke, it separates into what? Into HSO4 minus as well as SO42 minus. So this thing, this phenomena, they like to use it when they are talking about acids and bases. To say with him, if it's a strong acid, it's going to separate completely. If it's a what? If it's a weak acid, it's going to not separate completely. But for a strong acid, such as H2SO4 no hydrochloric acid, you know the equilibrium concentration was 0 because always it ionizes completely in water to form H3O plus, hydronium ions. So the idea, Lana, is to say you are actually trying to find what is the concentration of this, what is the concentration of this, what is the concentration of this. You are finding a concentration why yonke ikhona at equilibrium after ukuhlukana. Analytical molarity, you are just finding the concentration using a number of moles oyifakile exactly as it is. But after gokozing and gokozing, it's going to separate completely and it's going to be at equilibrium. There won't be any reaction going on anymore. So the concentration there will remain constant in such a way to uthola concentration of this and all the products that are there. But let's just try to look at an example so that it makes sense, because this is just a random explanation of mine. So now here it says calculate the analytical and equilibrium molarity. So bafuna i-analytical ne-equilibrium molar concentration of the solute species in an aqueous solution. Multi-solute species, they are actually referring to everything coming from a solute into a dissolved part. And then now that contains 285 milligrams of trichloroacetic acid. So trichloroacetic acid is given by Cl3 CCOOH. And we are given the mass of trichloroacetic acid to say the mass of trichloroacetic acid is 285 milligrams. So this is 285 milligrams. And then now, molar mass yayo, we've been given the molar mass to be equal to 163.4 grams per mole. And then in an aqueous solution, okay, in 10 milliliters. What do we measure in milliliters? It's a volume. So the volume that we have there is going to be equal to 10.0 milliliters. Trichloroacetic acid, that is 73% ionized in water. Shooting the trichloroacetic acid, when you dissolve it in water, only 73% of it will ionize. Ionize and is just ukuhlukana. So only 73% why uzohlukana. Meaning what some of it will remain. Now to calculate the analytical and the equilibrium molar concentration. Analytical molar concentration is already simple because we've already said it's just the concentration that you know. So the concentration of trichloroacetic acid will be given by the number of moles over the volume. It's fine. Here you are given the mass. You find the number of moles first. It's mass over molar mass. You can do that separately or you can just put it once in here. I mean, I'll just put it once here because it will be faster. So I'll just say this is the mass over the molar mass times the volume. This is the how we calculate the concentration, which is just the analytical concentration. In this case, our mass that we are given here is equal to 285 milligrams. We don't use milligrams, we use grams as standard units. So this has to be divided by 1,000, which will give us 0.285 grams. So we have a mass of 0.285 grams, and then we have a molar mass of 163.4 grams per mole. And then we have got a volume of 10 milliliters. We don't use milliliters, we use liters. 10 milliliters is equivalent to 0.01 liters. You divide by 1,000. So masuthola lapho into ozoyithola will be an analytical concentration. So whatever you find there will be an analytical concentration. You measure it in molar, normal in moles per liter. It's the same thing. So 0.285 grams over this, grams, no grams will cancel off, and then mole will go on top, a liter will remain at the bottom. So our answer will be in moles per liter. In this case, it is equivalent to 1.7. What is it? Right, it's equivalent to 0.174 molar. 0.174 molar, noma mole per liter. So in lena, its analytical concentration is just the concentration that you are used to. You find it. The concentration kabani lona ga trichloroacetic acid. Now, we will find the equilibrium. This one is the analytical. The analytical molar concentration is just the entire concentration because usebenzisa imass yayo yonke or substance yakho and the molar mass yayo and the volume yayo. So it's the entire concentration. So that is the full concentration of the trichloroacetic acid that you have. So to find equilibrium molar concentration, there must be ionization that has happened. There must be dissociation. Noma we can say ukuthi into yakho kumele ibe sehlukene, completely dissociated. So now here we know that we have got trichloroacetic acid, Cl3CCOOH, and then we are dissolving it in water. Now, what do you know about this statement? It is 73% ionized in water. More than 73% ionized in water. Which would say not all of it is ionized. Akusiyo yonke le concentration yenze njani ionizing. Only 73% is ionized. This tells us, in other ways, to say trichloroacetic acid is a weak acid because only 73 wayo ionized in water. You know it from high school. A strong acid ionizes completely. A weak acid ionizes partially, not completely. So now the fact that they've said this is ionized 73% in water, it means that ayihlukananga completely. It didn't separate or it didn't ionize into its elements completely. So it means that khona okunye okusele which has not been ionized. Basically, in water, we know ukuthi whenever you put an acid in water, it acts as a proton donor. It donates an H plus to H2O. So imuphi hydrogen ozohamba lana ilo hydrogen lo sekugcineni. This hydrogen will be the one that will be donated. Remember, acetic acid is abanye hydrogen bakhe. The other hydrogens in acetic acid, they are actually kept inside. But lona trichloro uno hydrogen one. So that one will just go. So in that case, when that one is donated, what will change here? Mass of hydrogen one will remain with Cl3 CCOO kanjeni. But onobani phezulu ono minus. Obvious is hydrogen, so it will leave its electron here, then will remain with ubani Cl3 ClOO minus. Ukuhlukana kwayo lokho. Plus water will gain one proton, making it to be a hydronium ion. Hydronium ion, normal hydrogen ion, same idea. So this will exist in aqueous solution. Yonke into ion, it must exist in aqueous solution. So why do you have to do this equation first? It is to express what the analytical molar concentration. You only found it just to see what mawufaka imass engaka, how much concentration are you gonna get? That is the entire concentration of the solute in the solvent, in the solution. Equilibrium molar concentration, so after ukuhlukana, after the ionization, what is the concentration of this, the concentration of this, and the concentration of this? So C is the symbol for analytical concentration, but we use square bracket for equilibrium concentration. into esiyaziyo siyazi ukuthi 73% ionizile. It means uthini? 73% of this concentration. I should tell a concentration yiyo yonke khona. So 73% wayo has changed into this and this. So 73 over 100 of analytical concentration. 73 over 100 of the analytical concentration has ionized, basically. So this will give us 73 over 100 multiplied by analytical concentration 0.174 molar, which will give us whatever number that you will get there. So, which will give us 0.127. Is it? Oh yeah. So it means we have got 0.127 molar of this and this. The analytical concentration yawo wonke ama products wakho. Okay, yawo wonke ama products wakho, because the idea is must it is 73% of it ionized. I-ionize ukusikreatela in ihlukane to make which products? To make uCl3, ClOO minus, okay, CCOO minus, as well as H3O plus. So lezi zinto lezi is the 73% that is ionized. That is the 73% ehlukene. So you can say the concentration of these two, the concentration of uCl3, CCOO minus, it is actually equals to bani, it's equals to the concentration ka H3O plus. This one the concentration efanayo, which will be equal to 0.127 molar. So a concentration here each product is olingana. Obviously, our products lawa asuka from this angish. They are coming from this combination of water and trichloroacetic acid. So it means uthini 73% will be created by H3O plus. Let's just say, for example, the trichloroacetic acid, sinabaning, obviously in a solution it's not only one, there are many of them. So let's just say you donate one proton. It means you will create one uCl3COO minus nobani, no H3O plus onjani, oyi-1. So they will always have the same concentration. Concentration yalo nalo izohlezi ilingana because they are creating each other in a sense. Ukudonate kwaka-hydrogen ukuya ngalena kusikhandela ukuthi sibe no-one of this and one of this. That's why lo 73% ionized means ukuthini we have got 0.127 molar of this product and this product. But remember, equilibrium molar concentration, you find molar concentration for each and every substance that is remaining there. In this case, into esiyaziyo siyazi analytically yiyo yonke ebikhona. This was the analytical molar concentration. Shuthi besino Cl3CCOOH omngakanani o 0.174 molar. This is the concentration that we had at first. But after ionizing, only 0.127 molar out of lo 0.17 molar ionized. Kusho ukuthini lokho? Kusho ukuthi the remaining one ionizang. Kusho ukuthi the concentration ka Cl3 CCOOH lo osele lona yilo unga-ionizanga, because we have said it's a weak acid. It doesn't ionize completely in water. So it means ukuthini only 73%, which is equal to 0.127 molar ionized from ubani, from 0.174. So you can just subtract these two numbers. You can just subtract these two numbers to say utini here we had 0.17 molar, 174 molar of trichloroacetic acid. Then only 0.127 molar ionized. So how much trichloroacetic acid will remain? How much Cl3 CCOOH will remain ingahlukananga, inga-ionizanga? Please do the calculation. This minus this. Ban 0.0460. Kulandela ubani after u6? Lot 7. 7 kanje 0. Fine. Molar. Asibona into abasinike yona in terms of significant figures, what we were given here, we were given mass had 3 digits. This is 1, 2, 3. Molar mass, we don't consider it. Volume had 3 digits, 1, 2, 3. So our answers, all of them, they must have 3 digits. Obviously, when you are combining two things that have got 3 digits each, they need to give you the same thing. Don't mind the molar mass in this thing. Molar mass una 4, ungambuki. Buka ezinye izinto besides the molar mass. So your answer is fine if it has got 3 digits. In this case, this is 0,0470 molar. This is 0,127 molar. Shutini, lawa ama equilibrium concentration walama product wafomayo when this thing separates. And then this is the molar concentration remaining after this has been ionized, because not all of it ionizes. It's a weak acid. Ngabe ku hydrochloric acid no H2SO4 bese kwazi ukuthi vele concentration, equilibrium concentration, the hydrochloric acid at equilibrium, it has to be 0 because it separates completely. Yonke iyahlukana. We don't expect to find HCl in it. Since it's a strong base, strong acid njalo, it ionizes or it separates into its elements completely in water. So that's the idea that you use for analytical and equilibrium. Analytical is just the entire concentration, and then equilibrium, it is the one that you find at equilibrium.